Okay, so I'm just going to do a little overview shot here, and then we'll do another thing where I talk about things more in detail. This is the first soda firing in the new kiln, new soda kiln. There were 4 different clay bodies in this kiln, and some different slips, and some pots were glazed on the outside, and some just had slip on the outside and glaze on the inside. I'm in the kiln shed here, so it's a little, the light's not great, but we'll see how this turns out. Alright, there you go. Okay, so we'll look at these pots that I was sort of most disappointed in first and get that over with. But these pots all had a blue slip on the outside with, and I realize now it's probably too much cobalt. This is 4% cobalt carb and 2% iron in this slip, so that's probably quite a bit too much for what I'm trying to do here. So it turned more of a metallic black, and it's really just not what I wanted at all. This is sort of more of what it's supposed to be like. This got hit with some nice soda, and so I've got a nice strong blue here, and then then it kind of just fades to black, and then the bottom is just too metallic and just really not really what I'm after. So anyway, that was disappointing, but it's just the way it goes. So I'll work on a new blue slip and test some different percentages of cobalt and iron and maybe some stains or something just to see how that works out. So that's just the way it goes, and there's a lot of other nice pots in here. These are some good ones, but just didn't quite make the cut. I also had some pots that had a glaze on the exterior instead of a slip, and this copper glaze is one I've used in the salt kiln, and this has a rope texture underneath on this Unomi, and then this high copper glaze on the outside. And then I also had these fluted or faceted, sort of wet faceted mugs that had a Timaku glaze on the outside that the soda kind of bleaches out into an amber. And you can see this is a vase with that high copper. And then there were a few more, there's some bowls with some high copper, which that's too much copper on the interior of a pot, so those probably I wouldn't use for food. Here's another Timaku Unomi with some rope impress decoration on the outside, and then just a few more. Let's show you these guys real quick. So this was a slipped pot, and then wax resist, and then the Timaku glaze on the exterior. Then I had this little Unomi here with slip, and then wax, and then the copper glaze on the exterior in a little pattern. So this is just something I've really not ever done before, so I'm just kind of playing around with some wax resist and some slips and glazes, just to kind of see what I like with this. Okay, so this is really more of what I have in mind and what I'm after in this kiln, is some nice color on these slips with some orange peel texture from the soda, some heavy soda with some carbon maybe in some places, and just some nice soda action on the edges of these pots. And so what's nice about the soda is that it's really directional, and so you get like a nice variety of surface on on one pot, and so it just really tells a story as you turn the pot around and use the pot. These little bowls came out great, or these little salt jars. This one's probably the best pot in the kiln as far as the soda surface goes. And these all had a clay from down near Seagrove, North Carolina. A high silica clay body. That's a North Carolina clay, and so I'm really probably going to try some more of this clay out. I really liked it. And this plate got some nice soda on the edge there. It needs a little sanding. It's a little rough, but once that gets sanded, it'll be a little nicer. And then over here, this pot, this serving bowl, has this nice buttery glaze on the interior, and then it got some nice color and some nice soda action on the outside. And then you can see, things with texture really seem to pick up more of the soda, and just give you a little bit more information and more of an exciting surface than just a smooth pot. So that's good information for future making. Alright, so anyhow, it's a good firing. I was a little disappointed at first, but as I get these pots out and look at them, I see the potential of where this can go, and I see that some things were starting to happen in this kiln, and that if I would have put maybe a little more soda in, and maybe had a little more oxidized atmosphere, that I might have been a little happier with the color, and then maybe just a little lower temperature. So I'm going to maybe shoot for cone 8 in this next go round. Alright, I'll put some photos of these pots up later, but for now I'm just going to get out here and kind of handle all of them and enjoy all this new work. Alright, thanks.